Guys, Luke Maguire here, and I am back from Europe. I wanted to first of all say thank you so much to you all for being so patient with me over the past couple of weeks. I know I've been a bit slower in responding to emails and putting out content. I haven't put that much out because, again, as many of you know, I did my first family holiday in my whole life. I was able to take my family overseas. We went around Europe. I was still working daily, but just not as much. And as many of you know, I'm a workaholic, so it was very hard for me to disconnect a little bit more from work than what I normally put out. I normally just love sitting here all day, every day. It was very strange actually getting up and walking around for all hours of every single day. It made me realize I need to get back into shape and do more walking back here in Australia. But I'm back, I'm energized, I'm recharged. A dream came true of mine by able to do that family holiday. So I thank you all for your patience. And right now I want to jump straight back into some free value video training. No pitching here, not selling anything, just pure value training. And what I wanted to talk about here was Instagram stories, which I've been using a lot of as I've been overseas. And what is an Instagram story first before I show you it in action? Well, Instagram stories is basically Instagram's answer to Snapchat. And if you don't know what Snapchat is, it's an app that allows you to take videos and images of things that you're doing live right now. And basically you can send it to people privately and it will self-destruct forever. As soon as the person's opened it and viewed it, they'll never be able to watch it again. Or they can add it into their Snapchat story, which then allows you to view it over and over again, but only for 24 hours. And then again, it disappears forever. Well, what Instagram's done, since Instagram's owned by Facebook and Facebook tried to buy Snapchat a few years ago, Snapchat said no. Facebook said, okay, well, we're going to take over then and try to make our own version of it. Now inside of Instagram, you can now record videos and moments and images and actually upload them, which then go to your storyboard, and they only last 24 hours and then they're gone forever. Now, why is this important? Why would people go over from using Snapchat back to Instagram? We'll talk about that in a minute, but what I want to show you right now is a live example of that. So you can see here, I'll pull up my Instagram screen. You can see here, I've now got my Instagram up, and at the top here, in the top bar itself, you can see there are these different people here that have little circles around them. These are stories that people have added of things they were doing within the past 24 hours. So let's have a look at Grant Cardone here. I'll click on him. So this is what he posted 9 hours ago. This is what he posted 7 hours ago. You can send him a message directly. So if I want to message Grant Cardone in response to this, I hit send message and I can say that's pretty cool or whatever. That will get sent straight to Grant Cardone's Instagram. Whether he checks it or not is a different story. So 10x there. And we'll see what his next one is, the sunset. And this is Dan Bazillion here. Everyone seems to know him for being really rich and flying around with girls. But you can see here, you can go back and forward into his different Snapchats here. Snapchats, Instagram stories here. And the way you do it, if you want to go to the next one, if you're over watching this one, you hit the right side of the screen and it will take you to the one to the next snap. If you want to go back, you just hit the left side of your screen and it will go back to the previous one. So I can go back and forward, depending on what side of the screen I hit. If you want to go to the next person's actual story, you just swipe right or you swipe left. So that means you can swipe right or swipe left, which then allows you to go back and forth to see what people are doing. Now, I'm going to go through a few of these. Some people I'm following, I have no idea who they are or why they've even got there. There's Calvin Harris. Let's see what he's been doing besides just killing it as a DJ around the world. If you want to go through, you can just swipe down on your screen and you're back to your normal Instagram, here. Now, if you want to then add your own story, there's a little plus button in the top left-hand corner, which I'm going to hit now. And you can see here, I've got this going on here. I'm going to turn this around here. And now you can see my screen here. I'm going to do a quick little update here. What's up guys, Luke here, just doing a quick video training on Instagram stories, which is why this has zero value in this story for you guys. So don't mind this, skip on to the next one. So there's my little story there of showing you guys how to do a story. Now I can tap on the screen, I can type in anything here like Filming, training on Insta stories. Don't find me. I'm going to do a little emoji. Now, if I want to draw, I can hit the draw option up here. There's different ones I can use. I'm just going to leave that for the time being. What I can also do is edit the text there and download it by the bottom right corner button, or I can just post it as my story, which will get posted there now. And if I click on it, I can see this one's uploading now, but I posted a story earlier. I didn't actually post on here actually. I must have Snapchatted it, which is going to be the frustrating thing you guys will find out if you're using Snapchat, that you have to do the same thing again on your Instagram story. But what will happen is once you've then posted a story, it will tell you how many people have viewed your story throughout the day. Now that's the same with Snapchat. You can see how many people have actually viewed your actual story on Snapchat as well. But in saying that, why do I like Instagram stories? Well, because a lot of people are on Instagram already. I have way more followers on Instagram than I do on Snapchat currently. And Instagram is obviously known as being the most engaged social network in the world. It actually has a 50 times higher engagement than Facebook, 127 times higher engagement than on Twitter. Why? I personally think it's because you're on your phone. Instagram's all about beautiful imagery. You're scrolling through, you're double tapping really fast, you're checking people's out. Checking people's content out very, very fast. You see everyone's update takes the full real estate of your screen up. So it's very easy to go in and just double tap something like that and have that engagement there. So cool little dog there. So you guys get the idea. Now, first of all, as I was saying, your Instagram has a lot more followers on it in most cases, or it's a lot easier to grow your followers on Instagram. So more people are going to be using the Instagram tool than Snapchat, and they're going to be actually opening your stories very, very quickly. Why is it important to be doing stories, and how do you use it in different examples? Well, what I might actually do is I'll pause this, I'll get a Word document up here, and we can go on from there. All right, guys, so there's two ways you're going to be using Instagram. You're either going to be using it for yourself, so personal, or you're going to be using it for your business. So let's look at personal first. This relates is very similar to Snapchat as well. People always say, how do I use Snapchat for my business? Is it even worth it? Why do I need to use it? If you're just getting started and it's overwhelming having all these different tools, just stick with your Instagram and stick with Instagram stories. But this is very similar for Snapchat as well. So I'm going to type in some points here. For personal, it's great for branding. It's great for actually creating a live two-way relationship. Because when you're showing people what you are doing live every single day, they feel like they're there with you. They're connected to you as an actual person. They actually feel like they're your actual friend, and you can actually message that person directly there. It's not every day you can think that you can just go ahead and message a celebrity, message a viral brand, message just anyone that you're following that you look up to, and actually have people read those messages that you've sent. Now you can do that directly and very quickly with Instagram stories. And as you as a personal brand, if you're building your brand and your empire and yourself, this relates very strongly as well to multi-level marketers or network marketers. You're wanting to build yourself as your core value, not the company. You're wanting to build you as a brand because you need to build legitimacy in yourself so people trust you, they follow you, and you are influencing them. You need to become an influencer, and by doing live Snapchats and live Instagram stories that show what you're doing throughout the day, it doesn't have to be related to business, but it shows you as a person and the motivated lifestyle you're living and what you're doing as a person. This really adds to the trust and friendship that you're trying to get forward. Again, social media in general is about creating that two-way relationship. It's not about hard selling. When you create a two-way relationship, you can then take them from your actual Instagram story, from your Facebook page, from your Snapchat, and take them to a website where you can then get them to opt in, where you can then sell to them on a website, because people are conditioned on websites to be sold to versus on actual social media where they're trying to see what's happening with their friends and whatnot. And if you can become friendly, you can become personable, you can show what's going on, that's great there with your personal branding. So it's all about influence, branding, and creating a two-way relationship. Now in business, it's exactly the same. You're wanting to create influence, but you're going to want to do it in a different way. You might want to say, look, I have an e-commerce product. I'm trying to sell a clothing line. I'm a local business, a restaurant. How would I do that then? Let's just take the restaurant for example. So we're looking at food. You could do a live stories on meal prep, the final result, interviewing your staff. So by interviewing staff on your actual live story, what that allows you to do then is go forward and actually create a two-way relationship with the people that work in your company with the end user viewing what you're doing. Now, no matter what company you're in, that's a great way to do it because people like to buy from people. People trust faces over brand names. So you often see Mark Zuckerberg going around and doing Facebook Lives in Facebook, talking to his staff, showing how personable and approachable his business is. That in itself makes people trust him, trust his business. It shows the inner workings. People love to see behind the scenes. Same thing as if you're a nightclub, for example. I like to use nightclubs because I've worked for them in the past and I know how to market them very well. You can show them behind the scenes what the DJs are up to before the event, what the club looks like when it's closed. Same with any form of local business, really. If you're a local law firm, for example, people say, I'm an accountant, how can I use this? Give tips on your Instagram stories on how you can actually improve. Maybe if I was an accountant, top 3 ways to lower your taxes or something like that. Give fast tips. And again, Instagram stories are very, very quick. They're not a long process to be able to do. You can only snap for X amount of seconds every one. So you can keep on going and create a nice story there. And people are going to keep tapping to see what value you're giving. It's all about giving value to the end user. What you then can do to take them from your story to a website is add in a call to action. You can do this either vocally, you can do this by adding text, you can do this by showing a product live, and there's different ways you can go ahead and really smash that out there. Now, one really cool thing with Instagram stories is you can upload content to your story. So what I saw the other day was one of my fitness friends, he's into fitness, right? He uploaded a video of Gary Vaynerchuk. Many of you might know him, many of you may not. He's a big he's one of the world's biggest media companies. And he's very influential, very motivational. If you saw him, I'm sure you would have seen his videos on Facebook. He wrote a fitness video that Gary Vaynerchuk went out and said, hey guys, if you're in the fitness niche, I want you to share this message. Then what my friend in the fitness niche did was he uploaded a video saying, hey, here's a message from my boy Gary Vaynerchuk. The next Instagram story was an uploaded video from his phone that he downloaded from Gary Vaynerchuk. And what Gary Vaynerchuk said was, hey Instagrammers, I know you guys love fitness. You're following my friend here. What I want to say to you right now is A, B, C, and D, and E, and F, or whatever. So basically, what it looked like is he just had this multi-millionaire expert in his field come on and take over one of my friend's Instagram's accounts, which then added huge legitimacy to his accounts. People then shared it, people engaged, people liked, people followed because of that legitimacy. And even though Gary Vee didn't do that message specifically for his Instagram account, he then was able to do that. So if you don't have content for yourself, you can get any form of content that's related to your niche, upload it as a story, and if it's providing value, people are going to be engaged with the brand, people are going to like what you're doing, and people are going to be very, very excited for every single story and update you then do on Instagram there on out. So I think this video has gone for a little bit of time now, but what you guys need to do now is go ahead and follow me at Luke Maguire, which is my Instagram, or if you want to log online, it's Instagram.com/Luke Maguire. I'm going to put an E up here as well, so I can spell my name right. Go follow me there. You'll see my stories every single day. You'll see me actually implementing this training that I'm showing you right now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, put them in the box below. I really appreciate you watching this video, guys. I'm happy to be back. You can probably tell I'm excited. I'm energized. You can see I'm in a different room right now. I'm actually cleaning out one of my spare rooms and turning it into a secondary office here for you all. Has better internet connection up here as well. So in saying that, go follow me on Instagram, hit the like button, write a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks guys, good to be back.